here. Almost there. Okay. All right. We are live, guys. This is Indy Talk with Jesse and Jeryn. And we have the return of All Out Pro Wrestling's World Heavyweight Champion, North Dakota's #1 heel, and the man from every woman's dreams, Matthias. How's it going, Matthias?
Well, you know, Jesse and Jeryn, in preparation for my upcoming match in just 8 more days, you know, I've been on the trek of eating my vitamins, saying my prayers, and getting ready. Nah, I'm just kidding. I've been eating the meats. I've been hitting the gym. I've been ready. I have been ready to get my hands on that gnat by the name of Bullet Bronson, and I'm only 8 days away, and I'm just really excited.
Oh yeah. Do you want to tell the fans how this feud with Bullet Bronson started, and what's going to happen at the December 17th in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin, at the Chippewa Falls High School?
Well, it all started when Bullet Bronson came into the world of professional wrestling, and he always likes to claim how people looked down on him, which is, you know, very easy to do considering the fact he's 4'11". You have to look down on him to address him. But I digress. He came into the business, and he decided to try to make a name for himself by facing one of the greatest wrestlers the Midwest has to offer, of course, in North Dakota's #1 heel, the man from every woman's greatest dream and every man's worst nightmare, the current reigning, defending, undisputed APW World Heavyweight Champion, Matthias. So what he decided to do was lay out a challenge for me at a little promotion you guys all know called Time Bomb Pro out of Fargo, North Dakota. And, you know, I thought, well, you know, this is a little appetizer and, you know, it'll get me in the company. So I decided, you know what, I'll take him up on it, whatever. And he luckily got a fast count because the referee was on his side, because apparently, you know, Bullet Bronson's so short, he doesn't have to bend down very low to, you know, kiss the rear end of everybody. So the ref was on his side and let him get a fast count on me to get the 1, 2, 3. So he beat me. I'll admit that. I took a loss to him. It's fine. I got cheated. That's whatever. And then I heard through a little birdie that I had to face Bullet Bronson yet again at a different promotion in Minnesota, Wrestling Gone Wild. And, well, that show, I beat the hell out of him. I destroyed him. I kicked his head off. I took his head off with my lariat. I beat the ever-living hell out of him. To the point, mind you, where his so-called fans and his so-called wife had to pick him out of the ring and carry him to the back. And that's not even all what I did. And as you guys already know, if you've seen from Facebook, Bullet Bronson had his back turned. And as I've compared myself to Edge, the ultimate opportunist, I took an opportunity and I attacked Bullet Bronson from behind. And I took his mask, which is in my bag, prepping to add to my collection December 17th. So what I did was I took his mask and I laid out one final challenge so I can end this feud forever. He stop riding my coattails by trying to make a name out of himself through me. And I said, one last shot, one last war, you and me, one-on-one for your mask. And he accepted it. Mm-hmm. So I was okay with that. I didn't know when it was going to happen. I just let it peer out. I've been waiting for him because apparently he moved to Michigan for God knows what reason. He moved away. He was scared of me. He actually didn't want to fight me, so he moved states away. And then I come to find out that after I beat Man Pretty Greg Hertz, 6 other men in a battle royal, and then I beat and retired Shane Foster for this pretty belt, Greg Hertz decided to stick his old, hairy, wrinkly nose in a place it didn't belong and let Bullet Bronson, again, Bullet didn't have to bend very far to kiss his old rear, smelly, hairy, wrinkly rear end and beg a shot at me. And it's not even just a match. He wants my heavyweight championship, which isn't going to happen. He's going to lose anyway. But Greg Hurts decided, you know what? I'm going to give it to him. So he accepted the challenge. I demanded for his mask. Greg somehow or willingly accepted that. And now I decided I'm going to up the ante. And we're going to make it a no holds barred match, which means that anything, including kendo sticks or cake sheets or golf clubs or crutches or anything is legal. And I finally get to end this so-called rivalry and the career of Bullet Bronson. And not only do I get to do that, I get to take his mask and I get to reveal the ugly truth behind it. And December 17th, everyone will see the true face of a follower.
Okay. Yeah, definitely well said there. Yeah, I remember I watched that YouTube video of the Time Bomb show, and that's pretty much where it started. And then WGW saw that, and it's crazy how things come full circle. Now you guys are fighting for a belt and yet another promotion. So it's interesting how you just have one match and you have another, and then it becomes like a full-on feud. And as everybody knows, it's been a feud here on Indy Talk. We've been trying to continue that feud throughout outside the wrestling world, in the podcast world. So it's coming full circle. And Jesse, what do you think about all this? It's a lot going on with the title shot and everything.
Well, I see both guys' point of views. So Matthias is going in with the height advantage, and if you can say this or not about Bullet Bronson, he's just going in there determined, and I guess you'll see what happens.
Well, thing, Bullet constantly has to reiterate to everybody that everybody looked down on him, that he's the underdog, that he's this and he's that. And he compares himself to Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio somehow, some way won the World Heavyweight Championship against Kurt Angle and Randy Orton at WrestleMania 22. What freaking doodle-doo. And the only reason he even put in that match was because Eddie Guerrero, unfortunately, God rest his soul, passed away, and Ray got lucky in the Royal Rumble, and they decided to put him in the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship, and Ray somehow got the victory. So Bullet just thinks all of a sudden that he's going to live out the career or the story of the underdog known as Rey Mysterio. And he can run his mouth all he wants, can talk a big game for as small as he is, and he can continue reiterating the same story. Everybody's looked down on me. Everybody doesn't want me to win. Everybody's this and that, but I'm going to prove them wrong. But yet, I'm the one holding the APW championship. I'm the one that's going around the states earning rights to face other people at promotions. I'm the one putting my name out there. I'm the initiator or the innovator, and he's just the follower.
Okay. Yeah, definitely well said there. And we're getting some comments, and of course, Bullet Bronson's joining this. Bullet Bronson says, "Hey, I'm not ugly. I'm okay looking, but not ugly."
Okay, Bullet, let me tell you this, buddy. You know, you're small for your age, and you've got hair in places that you couldn't be. You don't know how to shave your face. You've got some facial hair. But the weird thing is, Greg Hurts, somehow, someway. Greg Hurts is like, what, 69, 70, maybe going on 75? And he even called Bullet Bronson sexy. which to
Yeah.
me really awkward because maybe I scrambled his brains a little loose when I beat him again after the quarter shot in June. But that's just kind of weird to me how a guy that dresses all in pink and is all about the kids calls another man behind a mask sexy.
I mean, it's a good compliment if for a wrestler, but I mean, I wouldn't know. I haven't seen Bullet Bronson behind the mask before, so maybe not. So
well, December 17th, you will, and you'll understand where my thoughts are coming from.
Okay. Where did your inspiration for these weapons for this no holds barred match come from?
Well, when all the rule books are out the window and you can do just about anything, basically, the funny story was this kendo stick right here. As you can see right around here in this area, it got shattered. That got shattered in my throat.
Oh.
Reffing a match. And so I decided to keep it as a little token. So I'm going to bring that with me. Or we got cake sheets. We've got golf clubs. I've got some canes. I've got crutches. I'm thinking about bringing some thumbtacks, maybe some barbed wire, maybe a hockey stick. I'm just going to bring anything and everything, including the kitchen sink, because when all the rules are out the rule book and it's no holds barred, you can use just about anything. Hell, I even said last time I was on your show that I was going to choke Bullet Bronson out with one of his baby's teething toys. So if he wants to bring some toys, let's have. But all I can say is they're going to be used against him.
Okay. Yeah. But where do I have it? Yeah. If anybody doesn't know, you should know. And 8 days now. All Out Pro Wrestling, Blizzard Bash 2, doors 5 p.m., action 6 p.m. December 17th, VIP front row $20, floor $15, bleacher 10, kids 8 and under free at the Chippewa Falls High School. Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin, be there. You got Matthias on there defending the title against Bullet Bronson. You got Superstar Steve Stardom, The Summit, Kenny Defiance, Devlin Kane, and many more. So definitely be there. All right, Jesse.
So what are your thoughts on Nick Pride?
Nick Pride. You mean the copycat? Well,
who's he?
I'll explain why. Because during an MAW taping, I had to wrestle him.
Yep.
And you'll go on YouTube and you'll look up MAW Warriors episode 29. I do my entrance as I normally do. I'm out there, I'm doing my thing. He immediately goes out there. He wears shades. I already wore the shades. He copied with the shades. He copied me with all my moves. He copied me with everything to get under my skin. But he is pretty tough. He was an okay opponent. Nothing I wouldn't be too afraid of if things were come to the fruition where I would face him again. Other than that, I ain't got much to say. I mean, I haven't heard of the guy very much. Saw him at the WGW show. Didn't watch his match. I was too focused on the massacre of Bullet Bronson. But I hear he's coming to December 17th at Blizzard Bash 2. So I hope that if he's getting any ideas in regards to Matthias and this championship, better think again, man. Because I hope you're watching that main event, man. I hope you're watching the retirement of Bullet Bronson at the hands of me. Because if you try to intervene or you try to do anything, you'll end up just like him and Shane Foster out of the professional wrestling industry.
Ooh. Yeah, definitely big words there. Yeah. Guys, go check it out. Yesterday was the MAW Warriors TV taping, the most recent one, and Matthias made his debut there. And Nick Pride, and I just watched the back after Jesse just told me. I had no idea it was that you were on there. I'm still a week behind trying to catch up with that, but went back and watched it, and yeah, Nick Pride did get the better of you, but we'll have to see if there's any future plans. Not instigating anything, but we'll have to see, right, Jesse? What?
Yeah, we will have to see.
Well, here's the thing too. He got the lucky win, but it was because he was injured before I went out there.
Oh yeah. Oh, the injury. That's right. Yeah, you dislocated your knee, didn't you?
Well, as some people like to know, if you're familiar with the industry, we had a TV taping, and I was involved in a pull-apart segment between Sterling Bond and Paul Verk.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Sterling Bond grabbed me by my head and threw me into a brick wall, and I hit the wall, and my body went one way and my knee went the other, and dislocated kneecap, tore my MPFL ligament, recontused my bone, and had another spur in there. And I went to the back, and I realized I had a match to do in less than 10 minutes. And even the promoters were like, dude, don't go out there. You're not going out there. You're not doing this. I'm like, bull, you know the ending. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not letting this opportunity slip through my fingers. I'm going out there, and I'm embarrassing Nick Pride, and I'm taking over MAW. Well, I went out there. He got the better of me. He took my knee out from underneath me, and he got a lucky Shining Wizard 1, 2, 3. Good job, him. But I'm still better than him, and I'm still a champion, and he's not.
Yeah. So Jesse, good old Sterling Bond is still just being Sterling Bond, I guess.
I'm just gonna go as far as say that Matthias was trying to do a job that he was doing, and Sterling took advantage of him by injuring his knee.
Yeah, sad. But yeah, I guess the Sterling Bond Paul Verk feud has been over the last 2 weeks now is been getting out of hand. They've been fighting backstage and doing everything, so we'll have to see how that pans out too. So yeah.
Even after injuring my knee and going out there, now I just have another target in Sterling Bond. I injured my knee. I still went out there because, again, I am one of the roughest, toughest SOBs to ever step in that ring. And people can hate on me all they want. They can say all the nasty things they want. They're just jealous. They injured. They stubbed their toe on a kitchen counter, and they're out for 3 weeks with a supposed broken toe, and they just can't do anything, and they're too lazy. Whereas I have fought in the ring, bleeding half to death. I've had 12 to 15 concussions in the middle of that ring. I've dislocated both of my kneecaps in the ring. I've done just about anything and everything to myself in that ring, and I still fought. Because not only do I have respect for myself and my pride, but I have respect for the industry. And people could tell me I've got no respect for anybody, and that's true. I don't care about you or your goals in the wrestling industry or where you've been or what you've done. I only care about me and the industry that I'm a part of.
Okay. Yeah. Jesse?
So with the pull apart segment and after what Sterling did, are you looking to get back at Sterling in any way?
Well, Matthias always has his targets. And as you can already see, I'm world champion in one promotion. So, Sterling Bond, you threw me into the wall. I dislocated my knee. And, Matthias works in specific ways. Matthias's head always rolls, always thinks of possibility. And I like to hurt people the most when I get the opportunity. So maybe just maybe, I'll be on the side of Sterling Bond, and I'll help him beat Paul Verk for the MAW World Championship.
Mm-hmm.
And I can attack him from behind and beat him for the title, just like I did Shane Foster. Or I could just target him right away. Who knows? I'll see what Matthias feels like doing when the opportunity strikes.
Okay. Yeah. We got some comments on Instagram right here. We got Jason.Draven666. He says, "You're inside, lose the glasses, nerd." His words, not my words.
Well, Jason, you're also just like Bullet Bronson. You're a professional wrestler following the coattails of a man you're just jealous of. And why do I wear my sunglasses? Well, as I've repeated multiple times, my future is brighter than yours. Decide to, shield my eyes from the ugliness and the jealousy that enthralls within you. And as my future continues to shine brighter than ever and covered in gold, I need to protect what's most important. So, because as I say before, and I'll say it again, I have eyes in the back of my head. Bullet Bronson does not. Nobody else. Nobody's afraid. They just think they're going to get by and do what they want until a snake strikes and ends them permanently.
Ooh, there you go. As big as APW is coming up in about a week now, you got another challenge or another appearance for another company within 2 days on Sunday for Below Zero Wrestling and Horace. Apparently you and on the poster, you and Sly Fox are gonna appear there. What are your plans for that show, and what are Sly's guys gonna do during that show?
Well, as Sly's guys, we take every opportunity we can do, and what we're gonna do, we don't know until we get there. But I will say this: there apparently is a new championship unveiling at this show, and they want to keep it secret from the person who's eventually going to win it. They just don't want to speak that out yet. I'm eventually going to be that champion. So they want to unveil a new championship. So maybe Sly and I will come out and just take the belt and run. Maybe we'll do that, or maybe we'll find a new target in with Sly's guys, because apparently the guys that beat October 23rd in a tag team match aren't going to be there. Downtown Petey Brown ain't going to be there. DeLorean Diggs ain't going to be there. So maybe we'll sit back and we'll throw coal at the kids, or we'll have the Grinch come around and we'll have him hand out onions to the kids. Who knows? We'll see what happens.
There you go. Sounds like a good old time from Sly's guys, doesn't it, Jesse? Yeah.
Maybe kids with the golf club. Maybe we'll attack some people from behind. I don't know. It's whatever Sly instructs me to do. We do it. We do it as.
You should do what Jeff Dunham did during a special. Just have you and Sly read The Night Before Christmas in the ring for like an hour or something.
Oh, that would actually be a pretty. See, now you're thinking with your noggin.
Yeah.
Good. That would be cool. I think we might do that. I'll mention that to Sly. Just take up time. Just spotlight as we normally do.
Yeah. Because I don't think there's too much going on that show. I think you guys might be the main attraction. So I think you just use the time, and everyone wants to see Matthias. So I mean, I don't know. My
heart, the respect you're showing me right now. Oh my God, I may shed a tear. I might. That out there, Jeryn. That means a lot. I mean, I know you were on the hater squad before, but man, Brown. You're
The
like,
hater squad.
and Jesse was always against me, and now he's on the side. And I think I'm starting to get the old Matthias gang back.
Oh, there you go. Guys in the comments, who's joining the Matthias gang right now? There's anybody? Yeah, maybe Nick Stokey will be on there, but we'll have to see. I
already have unfinished business from the bar when he hit me from behind the chair during a little. Because again, Nick Stokey didn't bring his greatest wrestler to an event to represent Below Zero. He didn't even tell me this stuff was going on, so I decided to make my presence known, and then Bullet Bronson decided to hit me where the sun don't shine, and then Nick decided to grab a chair to make the audience happy, hit me. So Nick and I also have very unfinished business to do, and I don't know if he's just targeting me, because again, anybody who just doesn't like me is clearly jealous because I'm going further than they ever will. So I don't know if he's targeting me for what reason, and he just doesn't want me to succeed in his company. He just won't give me opportunities, but I guess the slide just have to take what's theirs.
Yeah. And yeah, you recently became a Slice guy back on the September 17th show. You faced Mason. Oh, actually, before Slice guys opened up the show, they introduced that you were the new member. You're with the Slice guys with the System and Mac, and yeah, how has it been with being on the road with those guys and talking with those guys?
Oh, it's been quite interesting. Getting to chit chat with people from other promotions that have worked other places, and just getting to talk about anything and everything. And when we get together at Below Zero, we get to control everything. As you already seen from that show, I came out as the newest Sly guy when we interrupted Eric Bischoff, and then I got put in a boot camp brawl match. See, everyone just doesn't want me to succeed, so they're just adding all these stipulations last minute. But they put me in a boot camp brawl against Mason Mayhem, and then Eric Bischoff decided to stick his white-haired and white hairy nose and wrinkly whatever. He decided to stick it where it doesn't belong and inserted himself as Mason's manager, and then hit Sly and the System with the golf club, which caused me to lose against Mason Mayhem. But we took control. The System won consecutively after that, and then Mac and I destroyed DeLorean Diggs and Downtown Petey Brown in tag team action. And we're just looking forward to winning tag team gold somewhere, some way, somehow.
Oh yeah. And Eric Bischoff was offered to be a Slice guy that night, but I guess he declined that invitation, and I think he should have accepted the invitation, because it didn't. I mean, he did get out of there, he did win, but I don't know at what cost of him being in Mason's corner. So yeah.
Well, like I said, the smart people decide to do what's right, and the wrong ones just walk away. And he decided, I'm not going to involve myself in that business. But again, he's just one of the jealous ones, because he sees Sly's guy succeeding. And apparently, at his old age, he can't keep up with us. So he was just like, nah. But then he decided to run his mouth and call me a cyst that he had removed from his rear end.
Yeah. That was
I didn't take that all too well, so he's lucky I didn't take a baseball bat to that cranium of his. But an opportunity will come, and Matthias will, as I've always said, take the opportunity when it strikes, when no one expects it.
Yeah. Oh, what do we got? Bullet Bronson says, you want to talk about other people following other people, yet you're riding Sly's coattails. Oh.
Okay. Well, let me get this straight, Bullet Bronson. First off, Sly is not a wrestler. Sly is not a contender in the ring. Sly didn't train me. Sly only offered me an opportunity to be in his faction. And as you already know, with Sly, gold always follows. And success follows. So it's like, you know, when Seth Rollins broke up the Shield and everybody hated him for it and everybody just wanted to rip his head off, he didn't sell out. He bought in. And every time I go with somebody else, I succeed more and more because that extra person will get your name out. Not only will he get your name out, he'll promote you. And not only that, but you've always got somebody watching your back. Just in case things get a little rough around the edges. You've always got somebody with a golf club. Just in case.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah. Jesse?
So, being that you and the system are stablemates and Sly guys, did he have any issues bringing you? Did he bring you into MAW, or was that on your own?
That was actually all on my own because the announcer for the last show that we had in Duluth, Brian Sager was there. I think that's how you say his name. Or
Yep.
Hollywood Brian Seeger was there. And he just so happened to notice the true talent standing above him and in front and in the ring next to him. So he came up to me at the end of the show and he said, I want you on MAW. Come to our taping tomorrow. I want you in action. And he just so happened to find out that System and I are good friends. So that just because when you know the right people, you get further places. Sometimes you can't make it out all on your own like I have. But when you know certain people that can vouch for you and can say, yeah, this man can do anything you ask him to, it gets you further places. So they said, hey, you're in. And I took the opportunity.
Okay. Yeah. I forgot he was an announcer for that show. I saw like bits of footage from the live video and then some pictures here and there, but that's right. Brian Sager was an announcer for that show and seemed like he did a pretty good job and scouted some talent and got Matthias on there. Fans definitely go check out the recent Warriors taping of him totally beating up Nick Pride. So, yeah.
Like I said, MAW is one heck of a promotion. And given an opportunity that I was not going to let slip through my fingers. And, of course, I came up short. But, you know, every opportunity, when one door closes, another opens. And if they see you and they like you, you get bigger opportunities. So Nick Pride was just a stepping stone, was just my debut match. So when they see what Matthias really can do, I'm going to the top, just like APW.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a little comment about that Warriors taping from Joseph Alexander of the Summit. He says, first off, get his name. I got his name. Oh, yeah. He says, first off, get his name right. Second, I heard you begging to be on the taping.
Okay, so whose name was getting wrong there, Joseph? Who's wrong with, or whose name was I supposedly getting wrong? I want to know, because I was saying it perfectly correct. And you know, the Summit is a tag team, and he claimed we were good friends.
Oh.
But you know, you see, if he wants to say I was begging for an opportunity, well, Joseph Alexander, you know, man, you're going to be at December 17th, man. And I hear you're going against Ghetto Gear Solid for the tag team titles. Well, you know, Matthias is coming to the show with weapons.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't watch what you spread about me, I may just make sure you don't come out with gold.
Uh-oh.
I don't have to beg to be anywhere. I make my impact known, and that's all I need to do.
Okay. Yeah.
I let my actions speak louder than any words I could ever say. Just ask Bullet Bronson. Just ask the former APW champion, Shane Foster. Ask Mercer Sage King Sage. Ask DeLorean Diggs. Ask Petey Brown. Ask anybody in the industry I've stepped in the ring with. And they'll tell you exactly what you want to hear.
What was that?
Cake sheet.
Oh.
Trying to stash my current weapons in a nice little pile, and they just don't want to cooperate with me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What else? Summit, Ghetto Gear Solid. They've had their feud on here. We've had Summit, of course, a number of times, 4 times now, and Ghetto Gear Solid for the first time a number of weeks ago. And I think that should be a good match, and the crowning of the first ever APW Tag Team Championships. So that's also another reason to go see the show for the crowning of the new Tag Team Champions. So, yeah.
But you're clearly going for the main event, which is me defending my World Heavyweight Championship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also speaking of that, matches on the show, of course, Greg Hertz involved in a match on the show, and got quite the work laid out for him. He's facing Onyx Andretti and Tommy Trainwreck with Logan Ross. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, again, when people stick their nose in places that doesn't belong, when they fight the bull, they get the horns. And when Greg Hurst decided to stick his nose in places that didn't belong, well, you got the horns, pal, and you're in a handicap match. And just heads up, Greg, I'll be watching. I'll be watching, and I'll be taking care of business. And I know you're already on the side of Bullet Bronson, but maybe if I come out there and I make another statement known by your name, maybe you'll learn. Maybe you'll learn, and maybe another loss while looking up at the lights will teach you to turn a different direction.
Okay. Yeah, I think still crazy that he's wrestling for his age. I haven't seen much of him or much of his work, but I guess he's still getting around, and the Pink Nation still running wild, I guess. So we'll have to see if how that plays out. So,
well, as you already know, I beat him in less than 3 minutes, so I don't see why 2 men couldn't beat him any faster. And as again, Pete and I will be watching every single second of that match, and we're ready to make a little more chaos happen if it ever comes down to it. So if Greg were to be getting one over, or maybe Pete and I will have to take action. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Yeah. I guess we'll have to see on December 17th, APW in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. What is it? Wait a minute. Jesse, did you do this?
I didn't do nothing.
What happened here? I think Greg must have heard you somehow.
Who added the bald, bearded old guy into this conversation?
Really?
It's getting good with technology.
Oh my God, Matthias, oh my God. I can't say what I'm thinking because I will get banned for sure.
Uh-oh.
Greggy boy, decide to stick your nose in a place that doesn't belong again. I see you. I see you.
Hey, Matthias, I can see you. Makes me want to vomit a little bit, and I think I've had the diarrhea. Oh. Yeah, my butt's puckering because I saw you. I can't deal with you. You just a dumb SOB. Your BS has about 18 years to catch up on my BS. So I'll tell you what, Matthias, anytime you want to meet me anywhere, any place, and I'm not talking wrestling. I'm talking you and me, brother. I'm talking Matthias and Hertzie. We gonna meet in the back road in Hinckley, Minnesota, or Danbury, Wisconsin, boy. You and me, we're gonna go at it. And I might stick your head in the knothole of a frickin' oak tree and teach you what it's like to be a woodpecker. Have a nice day.
Greg, I would gladly take that offer. First off, put on a shirt for the Lord of.
Hey, my man can make you jealous. That's on you, not on the rest of them.
I've had to fight guys bigger than you, stronger than you, hell, even intoxicated. And served me no problem. So what makes you think that an old timer like you, who didn't last 3 minutes in the ring with me in the first place, what makes you think yourself as any sort of threat to the current reigning, undisputed APW heavyweight champion, Matthias?
Are you sure you want me to answer this? Come on, Matthias. Are you sure you want me to answer this?
Oh, I've been waiting, Greggy.
You've been waiting for this? Well, Matthias, you couldn't beat me with your pants on. You needed a roll of quarters to take the sexiest man in professional wrestling down. You had to hit me with a roll of quarters. I don't care if it took 10 seconds or 10 minutes. You couldn't beat me face to face, man to man, straight up. If you had to on a bet, Matthias, what you know now, just think of this, Matthias, what you know now, Matthias, the paper champion, you're Pete King's little, let me think about this for a second. Sorry, boys. Matthias, you're Pete King's little bitch.
Okay.
You couldn't beat me on your best day, one-on-one, man-to-man. Okay. So let me tell you something here, Matthias. What you know now, I forgot 10 years ago. You know what? I don't have a problem with being 25 years in the business. I don't have a problem losing. I don't have a problem getting beat up by a young up-and-comer. I don't even have a problem getting beat up by the women's champion. You know what? Throw a midget in the ring. I don't care. I'll get beat up by anybody. I'll have fun. But when you got to cheat to beat the prettiest man in wrestling, Matthias, you're a loser.
Well, Greg, let's not. How about we just take a look back to June 19th when you got all upset with me and you slapped me directly in the face as soon as I entered the ring. I was going to give you the benefit of the doubt. As a matter of fact, I was showing you the proper respect by not from behind the bullet. Oh, and not only that, but I was waiting for you to take off all those ugly boas, all those ugly fake, those whatever you want to call it, those fake championships. You took those off your waist and gave them to those kids. And then you got in the ring. Took you a good 10 minutes to take off all your clothes. Your wife must be so impressed. But I must say, Greg, when you slapped me in the face, I was not going to hurt you in any way I wanted to. As a matter of fact, I was going to give you the opportunity to wrestle me man to man. But when you took your big hand and you slapped me across the face. You woke Matthias up. So I decided, well, if you're going to slap me across the face, I'm not only going to slap you, but I'm going to knock a couple teeth out with it. So I took a roll of quarters and I put you down 1, 2, 3. And then what did I do after that? Well, I seized and I retired Shane Foster, and I took the main prize for your promotion, APW World Championship. And no matter what you say, Commish, no matter what rules you put in front of Matthias, no matter what opponent you put in front of Matthias, you're going to realize who I am and what I truly could be. And if it doesn't belong again, well, I guess maybe you'll have to go to sleep again for a while. And then maybe you'll finally realize you can't put your mouth in places and write checks that you can't cash.
You know, Matthias, as being in business, just remember, I've been in this business longer than you've been alive. I do give you credit because, Matthias, you took me out. I don't have a problem admitting I got my ass whooped. Not even a little bit. Never once have I ever had an issue losing a match. Never once. I don't have an issue with that. You know what, Matthias? You beat me. 1, 2, 3. Good for you. But you know what you forgot? What you've learned, I've already forgotten. What you don't know, I've already learned. So, Matthias, you can do and say whatever you want. And I do give you credit. You are the champion. You are the heavyweight champion. Not a problem at all. And you beat a guy that's 55 years old with a bad back. That means you beat a 55-year-old guy with a bad back. But giving credit where credit is due. Matthias, I give you your dues. I give you your credit. You are the heavyweight champion. Have a nice day. You are the champion. You beat me. Plain and simple. I don't have a problem with that. I do not have a problem with getting beat. It's not a big deal. What's up, brother?
Yeah. Well, I think definitely what the hell? What
What the hell?
What is this?
What's what?
What did you,
The bottom corner right now.
Old friend, my investor, Pete King, everybody. Pete, welcome on to the program.
Pete get out?
Really?
Hey,
The guy
have a
that
nice
invented
day.
the toothbrush.
Pete and Greg
Oh!
together.
Oh, really? Pete King invented the toothbrush because if anybody else invented it, it would have been a teeth brush. Have a nice day. Yeah, Pete King.
Yeah, let me
Anytime
pull
you,
that beard on.
Pete King, you know what this is leading up to? This is leading to me smacking you in the mouth.
Oh.
You want to bring your big mouth into this? I have no problem admitting I lost to your champion. You're right. I did. Not a problem at all. Never lost to you. Why don't you step in the ring and face me? Come on, Pete.
I got better things to do than worry about you there, Greg.
What do you mean?
And I'll
Eat
let
Chick-fil-A?
I'll let
What do you
Matthias
mean?
take care of my business. Thank you very much.
I'm not Matthias's business anymore. Matthias is going after whoever he wants to. You're my business, Pete King. Guess what, Pete? I'm bringing Chick-fil-A. Why don't you taste test that for me for a while? Huh?
Let's see how things
Taste
go
Chick-fil-A.
on December 17th when you have to go in the ring against 2 opponents.
Oh,
You know what?
2-on-1, my friend. So you don't have all the strings, my friend. I can still make matches as well, and I did. 2-on-1. You against Onyx Andretti and Tommy Trainwreck. And both those guys are hired guns, and they'll take you out. And don't forget the other guy there too, the manager, who's going to be outside the ring, making sure you don't scamper away from that fight.
So what you're actually telling me, it's 3-on-1. I don't have a problem with that. Bring it on. Why don't you get your fat ass in the ring and come get some of the sexiest man in professional wrestling today? Come on, Pete King. Come on. You got a big mouth. Why don't you let me close that big mouth for you? Oh, Pete King, come on.
It's about me. This
It's
show
not about you. You're a
now we've got an old
all
wannabe.
due respect, Matthias is the man. He's the one that's supposed to be questioned and observed.
Yeah.
And look at just put on a pedestal because he is the APW champion. He's top. He's top. And it doesn't matter who little man pretty decides to put him up against. Matthias is going to knock him down. No problem.
Yeah. Okay.
And yet, Pete, let me just reiterate this here too, because everybody wants to talk.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. There you go, Matthias. Your connection's as good as you are.
Oh no.
Has spewed out the money and has given Bullet Bronson, the wannabe, what he wants.
Oh yeah.
And he wants to spend all this money, and he wants to give opportunities to people that do not deserve them. Not only does he doesn't deserve them, he deserves to be facing people like Greg Hertz at the bottom of the totem pole. Because where I stand of the rest, because let me just reiterate this, and I must just Greg Hertz. Not only did I go from the bottom facing you to 219 to the top of the mountain when I retired Shane Foster and took that belt. And it didn't even take me 30 minutes to do so.
it didn't even take you 5 minutes to even do any of that.
It took me
3 minutes.
It took me what? 2 minutes to win the Rumble. Took me 3 minutes or less to beat Hertz, and it took 30 seconds to beat Foster. In less than 10 minutes, I came from
break a sweat
to the champ in less than 5 minutes of being in all-out pro wrestling.
You didn't even break a sweat.
No. So, Manfred, it really shouldn't be the owner that you're so worried about and wanting to get your hands on. Maybe it should be me. And if you say you want to fight me anywhere and everywhere, well, bring it on, old timer. I'll even put the shiny belt on the line. As a matter of fact, Greggy, I will put my real championship on the line against your 2 fake ass Pink Nation championships.
Oh, really? You're going to shoot your mouth off about Pink Nation? Tell you what, you worthless.
Careful.
You know what? You know how much
again.
it costs me? Hey, shut your mouth, you man. You know, I look at your cheeks and they're really wide, and I look at your head and it's really small. It tells me your brain have like 2 cells left. So why don't you rub those 2 cells together and shut the hell up? I'll tell you what. You know what it cost me to get Bullet Bronson to beat the hell out of you? Nothing. He's doing it because he wants to. And Pete King, you want to keep opening your mouth? You and I are going to have a special, invitational, you and me, are the final. So I'll tell you what, Bullet Bronson and your boy, Bullet Bronson's going to beat him like a redheaded stepchild he is. There's two things he can do about it. One is absolutely, and two is nothing. And three is when Bullet Bronson takes his title. So, I don't have a problem losing. You're right. He beat the hell out of me. I got no problem with that. But that's what you don't get, is I don't have a problem getting beat up. I really don't, because it makes me giggle. Pete King, you will have a problem getting your teeth slapped to the back of your let me restate that. Your tooth slapped to the back of your head because you don't have a clue. You've never been where I've been. You've never run the roads that I've run. And I've heard all about Steve Stardom. Steve Stardom and I don't like each other very much. We don't have to. But you know what? Both of us don't like you. And both of us don't like Matthias. So you know what? Guess whose side he's on? Not yours. So I'll tell you what, Matthias, you have earned. Matthias, are you there?
I'm sitting right
there, Matthias.
I'm here.
You know what, Matthias?
Oh,
Let me tell you this. You have earned everything you got. I'm giving you that. You have earned everything you've got. And guess what? You are earning everything that's coming.
Okay. All right. Thanks for the words there, Greg. But I think we're gonna have I think we're gonna start ending with Matthias here. Is one of the great to get some words on the show, and hopefully.
Let me just say one last thing here. Mr. Hertz. What you don't seem to realize is Pete doesn't need to step in the middle of the ring with you, because he's got the full power. He's got the gold, and he's got the champion. And guess what? That's all we need, because guess what I did? I beat superstar Steve Stardom. I beat Bullet Bronson. I beat the United States champion. I beat in one night. I beat the whole All Out Pro Wrestling in the whole roster in a single night. And then I captured the world championship. So I don't care who doesn't like me. I don't care who's on your side. It doesn't matter. I fought anyone and everyone. So if you want to just keep throwing challengers my way, trying to claim something you have no business in, you know what? I'll take it. But I will see you and all your little friends fall, just like you did June 19th, and I will stand above you and everybody else holding the championship with a grin ear to ear.
Wise words from a very intelligent man.
I give him that. He earned it. I have no issue admitting he earned what he has.
Okay. Yeah. All right. But yeah, Greg, thanks for joining. Always second time for Greg Hertz being on the show. This is big.
Second time interrupting as usual, but
yeah,
won't go
really.
there.
The dude with bad breath and one tooth. Yeah, I'm the one interrupting. Okay.
But yeah, Greg, they'll see you on the 17th. I'll see you on the 17th. I'll be there in the crowd.
You betcha, brother.
Yeah, I can't wait. So,
and it's gonna go down, and there are some we're gonna have some pretty stipulations going on, because the money's coming from me, baby. So I'll tell you what, the 17th at the Shy High School. If you got plans, you better get to the high school in Eau Claire. Why?
Oh,
because Man Pretty's going to be there and Pete King's going to be there, and you get to see us go toe to toe. Maybe not. It don't really matter. So tell you what. Whoa, yeah! Man Pretty says if you got plans, get to the high school because we gonna be there and you gonna have a hell of a time.
Is he drunk?
What?
Is he drunk?
What?
Oh, man.
I thought this event was in Chippewa Falls and not Eau Claire, but what do I see? That's what happens. That's what
Eau
happens.
Claire,
When you
Chippewa
get-
Falls, it's the same place.
When,
You
when you
bonehead.
get hit with a roll of quarters, I guess he knocked the other brain cells out of your head. But yeah, see, he's
Yeah.
even confused.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see you the 17th, Mr. Hertz.
Mhm.
Yeah,
In
we'll see
Chippewa
you.
Falls. Try high heights.
Chippewa Falls, guys, yeah. Don't mess up the locations. We want people to make sure they get there.
If you have plans,
Mhm.
change them. Have a nice
Oh, yeah.
day.
Yeah. All right.
Now, can we get back to me?
Yep.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna get back to you, Matthias. Thank you again, Greg, and see you on the 17th.
Thank you.
Yeah. Jesse, I'll let you go with the question.
So Matthias, would you, and this is no disrespect to you, Pete, would you and Matthias ever consider doing a tag team match against Greg and maybe Bullet Bronson as a partner?
Oh,
I'm not a wrestler.
No,
I'm not a wrestler. Management has made it clear that I shouldn't even be inside the ring doing anything.
well, Eric Bischoff.
Not
had a
to
couple
wrestle.
matches, so.
I'm not that kind of
Hmm.
I'm an owner. I'm the one that plays with the money.
Yeah.
I don't go in and I let Matthias and whoever else I decide to buy, pay off.
Mhm.
Let them do my work. I don't need to go in the ring. I'm not a professional wrestler. I don't need to. Ain't that right, Matthias?
Absolutely, because I've got enough talent in my one finger than Greg Hertz does all over. And all I need is that one person to stand by me out to that ring. I don't need him to get in the ring to fight for me. I'll fight enough for the both of us.
Mhm. Okay.
Well
Yeah.
said.
Always stands tall above the rest. And I will prove that yet again, December 17th at Chippewa Falls High School.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, going back earlier to this year, you got to be part of AWF American Wrestling Federation show on February 12th. Talk about that show.
Well, I got introduced to AWF, and they offered me an opportunity. One of my former opponents, downtown Petey Brown, offered me an opportunity to wrestle against one of the best tag teams that they had to offer in NDS. And I couldn't help but say no. So I found a former tag team partner of mine. We went out there. We beat the snot out of NDS. But they ended up getting the win. But it was a heck of a match with a couple heck of an opponent, with a couple great opponents, I must say. They are great up-and-comers. In fact, one half of them, and Riley Jackson, will be there December 11th in Horace, North Dakota for Below Wrestling.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
actually, I have to tell a quick story about that. What happened was I almost got kicked out of that company for doing a little something that I shouldn't have.
Oh.
Because we were at a church. We were at a church,
Mm,
and you guys have seen my gear has crosses
right.
right in front, right in center, straight center. You know where it is. You've seen it. and one slip of the brain, and I did the DX chop to the cross in a church.
Oh no.
And
Yeah.
the announcer, as soon as I did it, covered up his mic, and I'm quoting him directly. He covered his mic and said, "We are in a fucking church."
Mm.
And I was like, crap. And I went back after my match. I shook the pastor's hand. He had no problem with it. He enjoyed the match. So now I'm just waiting to get another invitation to show up.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a good thing.
Because I see that an EWI adversary of mine, and Nick the Natural Nelson, is their current heavyweight champion. So maybe I got more gold on the horizon.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that show. I was going to go to that show, and then this didn't work out, and I really wish I did, because it was near Fargo, where I was and now am living. And but yeah, it sounded like it was a good show. I did watch the footage on your page, so, or maybe it was Riley's page or something, but yeah. Jesse?
I think that's all I got.
Okay.
Well, of
Thanks
course.
for being on.
You
Yeah.
got nothing else? That's all you got, Jesse?
Well,
Oh, you buddy,
well,
that's all.
Come
well,
on.
I suppose we could ask Pete, what do you plan on doing to Greg?
Well, Jesse, I know that you're not going to be there, but Jeryn will, and Jeryn will know what will happen to Greg, because I'm not going to divulge that information.
Well, yeah, Greg.
Let's just say he needs to worry about what he needs to do inside the ring in that 2-on-1 match, and then we'll see what happens after that.
Yeah.
I tell you, if he gets involved in Matthias's match, oh, there'll be repercussions for sure.
Okay.
I'll be there in Matthias's corner.
Oh yeah. That's right.
And I got a little bit of an ace up my sleeve as well with that, but I won't say nothing.
Oh, okay. You should be the holder of of Matthias's weapons during the match, and then just have Matthias grab a weapon that you're holding, and then have him hit it with bullet. Have him hit bullet with it, and just be a little caddy for Matthias down there.
I'll be holding on to Matthias's belt, keeping it nice and warm for him after.
Oh yeah, the belt. Yeah, that's right. Be a Paul Heyman.
I press heavyweight championship. So when I crush that gnat, I pop the pimple on my backside. The man who's been riding my coattails ever since he stepped foot in the ring. When I crush, I retire. I end the rivalry of Bullet Bronson and Matthias. Pete King will present me my heavyweight championship, raise my hand high, and then we're going to take a couple of nice cigars, couple bottles of Spotted Cow, and we're going to go celebrate.
Yeah, we're going to hit the local bars, paint the town red.
Yeah, there you go.
Or I should take that back. We're going to paint the town pink in Greg Hurt's blood.
Oh, there you go.
I like it.
Yeah.
And then we'll take his stupid Pink Nation belts and wear those all over town too.
Yeah, there you go. Bring it to the bar and just have it with you there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when we run out of toilet paper, we'll use it to wipe our asses.
There you go. Yeah, that little pink fedora that he wears, that'll be a good, nice little butt floss. Wipe our butts with that.
Oh man. But what was I gonna go for? Oh yeah, yeah, I'll go with one final thing, Matthias. Of course we got APW coming up, but do you wanna just reiterate all the shows you got coming up now?
All right, so this coming Sunday, December 11th in Horace, North Dakota, I will be a part of Below Zero Wrestling, where my manager extraordinaire, not close enough to you, Pete, but Sylvester J. Fox and I will be interfering in a couple of events in the show. We'll be having our own nice little segment. We'll read The Nightmare Before Christmas, or whatever you want to call it. We'll read that for a couple hours in the ring because nobody else needs to see anything else. And then in 8 short days, Blizzard Bash 2, All Out Pro Wrestling. I defend my heavyweight championship against the man who's been riding my coattails since he stepped in the industry of pro wrestling, Bullet Bronson. And then the sky's the limit from there in 2023.
Okay. Yeah.
It's going to be a nice long run for APW champion Matthias for next year.
Oh yeah.
I'll make sure of that.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Jesse?
Sounds like Pete has a plan. Stop that, me, Pete.
Man,
Always got a plan.
Yeah.
Obviously, because look what Greg Hurst has to deal with.
Yeah.
I do want to make a quick announcement, and I'm sure everybody's seen this. Our current APW Women's Champion, Shauna Reed, has relinquished her title due to scheduling and distance conflicts and other things. But rest assured, we have a opponent for Lena Solana for her to go against for that title. So check with us. I'll be making an announcement hopefully this weekend, and yeah.
Yeah, I can suggest one person for you, Pete.
Yeah, I think I'm going to listen to you.
You need to listen to me, man.
As much as I'm going to listen to Greg.
Just hold on here.
What?
You're gonna love this.
He's got the opponent in his house right now.
That's scary.
You're gonna love this.
I don't know if I want Jesse at my events.
Yeah.
Oh, now I see what he's doing.
Take a look at that, Pete. That's who you need to get.
It's a blur. It's a blur.
It's a blur. Well, hold on, guys.
You got your
Leslie?
background audio thing going on.
Is that a Leslie t-shirt?
I saw pink. What is
pink? Come on.
I think that's.
Oh,
is
yeah.
It still blurry?
I think you can make that out. Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming that's Leslie.
You need to make her and Lena the match.
Yeah.
Take it under.
Well, unfortunately for you, Jesse, Leslie is not available that night.
Oh man.
No, you just hand the title over to Lena.
Oh yeah, there you go. I
Down
think
there, give me the championship, and then Greg he could fight for.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the pink will suit him nice.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's all we got for you, Matthias. It was awesome having you on the show for the. Oh yeah, you want to go, Jesse?
I was just telling them thank you very much.
Yeah, for
guys, it's always fun to be able to talk all about me and promote nothing but me. And I mean, honestly, guys, I'm going to say this. Next time you have me on your show, don't let anybody stick their nose in it. Just let it be about me. If Pete King wants to come on the show, feel free to let him. But don't let Greg Hurts or Bullet Bronson or anybody that doesn't like me get involved. Okay.
Okay.
That's
Let's
just a
make-
waste of his time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You
Jeryn,
take
why,
it away from a champion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come
Yeah, I
on.
thought it'd be good for the ratings and see what Matthias could insult
Dude,
Greg. or
ratings
something, but-
dropped when he had Greg on there with no shirt on. Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
I mean, people were leaving. I just about threw up.
I think Bullet stayed, but I don't know.
Well, that's because
That's
Bullet's got a man crush on Man Pretty.
Mhm.
and man, as I did say, called him sexy.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Right.
Kind of gotta
Yeah,
wonder.
yeah.
so they all wait. So let me just. So everybody worries about Pete and I, but
Mhm.
yet we never called each other anything. Like we've never called each other sexy or anything like that. But yet we got Bullet Bronson and Greg Hertz
Mhm.
complimenting each other, calling each other things, but yet we're the ones they have to worry about.
That's true.
Makes you
Yeah.
wonder. Well,
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Greg Hertz is quite the dude, though. So yeah,
Not
not
quite.
very
I
not
swear
as
he
good
was
as
drunk.
Matthias.
I swear he was
Yeah.
drunk.
No, he probably was. Yeah, he's getting naked. As soon as I saw his belly, I'm like, okay. So, but
the point. This is a G-rated show.
this is
Leave.
G-rated.
Since
I don't think
when?
it's been G-rated for a while.
Since when?
Get Ghetto Gear Solid on here. I don't think it's G anymore. So
It was G until we saw Man Pretty's man titties.
that's true. Oh man, yeah. But I think we'll end at least end the live right here, guys. Thanks for being on the show, fans. Thanks for joining in for Matthias 2, and definitely go to APW Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin on the 17th. So yeah,
And
check
just
out.
like, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, champion. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and just like Greg Hertz, I gotta go deal with a bunch of idiots.
Oh man,
Except they'll be dressed.
what was that?
I said at least they'll be dressed.
Oh, dressed. Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah.
And
All
also don't forget to support our local football, semi-pro football team, the Eau Claire Cowboys. They will be doing concessions and doing some security as well. So yeah.
Okay.
So we're helping those guys out. They're helping us, and yeah. The Eau Claire Cowboys, semi-pro football team.
8 days away, Pete. 8 days till we can celebrate like true champions.
Oh yeah, there you go. All
Triple
right,
Falls ready.
Chippewa Falls, and I'll be there. Me and my high school friend are going over there. We'll see what APW is all about, and I'm excited for it. So my last show of the year too. So it'll be pretty fun. We'll make it a good one. So yeah,
Oh
or
yeah.
you'll make it. Yeah. All right. But I think we're gonna sign off, guys. Fans, thanks for joining, and we'll see you next week. All right.